Everyone in town knew the story. A family of 6 once lived there, and then vanished overnight. When police entered the house, they found no living soul, only bodies, arranged as if they were still alive. The place was locked after that. But locks don't keep whispers in. They leak through brick and wood, and one evening, I decided to go inside. They dared me, of course. Spend one night in the house of corpses, they said. I agreed. Half to impress them, half because I thought the legend was nonsense. But as I reached the gate, the laughter behind me died. My friends were gone, and I was suddenly, completely alone. The door was unlocked. It swung open with a sigh. The smell hit me first, a sweet, rotting perfume, like flowers kept too long with the dead. The hallway stretched like a throat, lined with peeling wallpaper, and at the very end, a shape leaned forward. I blinked, it was gone. I entered the parlor. The furniture was covered in sheets, except the sofa. On it lay 3 human shapes. At first, I thought they were mannequins, but the smell told me otherwise. Corpses, shrunken, gray. Their mouths still open as if caught mid-laughter. The TV in the corner buzzed, static, though no power ran. And when I glanced back, the 3 bodies had shifted slightly, leaning closer together. Above the fireplace hung a portrait, a smiling family of 6, but in the painting, their faces were wrong. Eyes blurred, mouths too wide, as if repainted by shaky hands. I looked back at the sofa. The 3 corpses mirrored the same posture from the portrait, same tilt of the heads, same crooked grins. I whispered, "No. No, it can't be the same." And the frame rattled in answer. The basement door pulled me down with its smell. I descended, each step moaning under me. At the bottom, a single bulb flickered. Beneath it, rows of chairs. Each chair held a corpse. Eyes stitched shut, mouths sewn open. They were arranged like an audience, watching something that had already ended. When the bulb went out, the sound of clapping filled the dark. Dozens of hands that should not have moved. Upstairs, I found the child's room. A dollhouse stood in the corner. Inside it, 6 tiny dolls sat around a table. When I leaned closer, the dolls had no faces, only raw, gray patches of skin. Behind me, the closet door creaked. I turned, slowly. Inside the closet hung a child's dress, still wet. Still dripping red. The dining room was set for 6 plates of food, long turned to dust. But the chairs moved slightly, scraping as if someone unseen was pulling them out. I watched in frozen horror as each chair shifted, and the corpses from the parlor now sat at the table, one by one, their hollow eyes turned toward me, and the head of the table, the empty chair pulled back, waiting for me. I ran upstairs, straight into the master bedroom. The bed looked untouched, but the sheets rose and fell, as if someone lay beneath them, breathing, slow, deep, patient. I gathered courage and yanked the blanket back. There was nothing, only the hollow indentation of a body that wasn't there, and yet the pillow was warm, in the attic. I found them. 6 coffins, old wood, nailed shut, but one lid was already open, empty, waiting. The nails of the other coffins rattled, as if something inside was trying to push free. Tap, tap, tap. I stumbled back, but the ladder had vanished. Only darkness below, back in the hallway. The walls whispered, voices of the dead, layered and endless. They spoke names, not strangers, my family's names, one after another, and finally, my own. I pressed my palms against the wallpaper. It pulsed under my hand, warm, like flesh. The corpses gathered again at the dining table. This time, food appeared: raw meat, glistening red, steaming as if fresh. They lifted their heads in unison, waiting, expecting me to sit. The portrait above the table had changed. Now it showed 7 people, the family of 6. And me. My seat was already painted in. I don't remember how I escaped. The door flung open, and I ran until my lungs tore. But when I reached the street, the house still loomed, lights in every window, shadows moving behind curtains, and on my phone's reflection, I saw something that made me drop it. My skin was gray. My eyes hollow, my mouth frozen in the same crooked grin. The house of corpses had added me, and one day soon, I will go back, because once you enter that house, you never really leave. End.